Good evening. We are here for another week. Actually, second week of the year. Different this year. We actually have a co-host. Yes, I've upgraded. I have a co-host. Actually, I have two, but only one will be here today. And we will welcome him until he branches off and start his own, which I'm really excited for him. So I am Monique Robinson with Let's Talk About It, and my co-host for this year is I'm gonna get a drum roll. I'm just playing. He's no stranger. Actually, it's my brother from another mother, Mr. Sinclair. Hey, friend.
Happy New Year, sis. How you doing? Happy New Year to all the fans, family, friends, and loved ones, and your cousins out there.
Right. How was your holiday?
It was restful. As school started, it seemed as if I was still running slow motion because nobody's on the campus just yet. The students are beginning to trickle in, so I was at campus still figuring out where I was over the holiday. Like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I'm at work. Ooh, time to get back into that mode, and it hit me Thursday and Friday when we actually started going over the recruitment schedule and
Oh,
getting
wow.
ready for what they deemed as Black History Month for us, even though we know Black History runs from January 1st to December 31st, 12 months down the line. That's a whole nother topic for discussion. But yeah, so we began to get all of the invites from our schools, from some of the Pan-Hellenic organizations, the Black Greeks and churches, and Aunt Roro and Uncle Bobo and all them. So
I understand. It's an echo. I don't know if it's on my end or your end, but it's a really
let
loud.
me make sure I got everything cut off. Your phone is not on, so I don't know.
Because I hear it. I'm like, what am I doing? I know it's not on my end. I don't know.
So other than
Technology.
that, everything has been well. Getting ready to drop that hot gear. You know what I'm talking about. A wink, a wink.
That's exciting though. It's so much. I was telling somebody earlier, it's so much that is happening that it's like last week we were in two articles, totally like shocked that they both dropped on the same day.
hmm
We have an event coming up here in San Antonio. They have Dream Week, and it's to celebrate the Martin Luther King holiday, and it goes all the way through the whole month. But the march is canceled, and I just didn't have the heart to cancel our event. So I'm
Right.
super excited about that. It's this one. You like, oh God, what does she have? It's this one here. I don't
Oh
know if you
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be
know.
awesome there.
We today, when I get off of here, I'm going to do like a promo video where we have slashed the prices 50% off for admission only until Thursday. After
Right.
Thursday, you got to pay regular price. But what our goal is, and it's myself, Party Gurus, he's been on here before, and a Chicago Bite. We come together and created this event because there's so many events that happen that they don't invite family.
Right.
You
Right.
know, either they'll have a party for the older folks, a gala for the older folks, but what about the kids?
Yeah.
So this is a place, just make sure your phone battery is charged, make sure that you got a good camera, phone,
hmm
or device. But Party Guru is going to like totally bring it. Like she has some amazing backgrounds and it's something for everybody. Like
Okay, that's what's
I'm
up.
excited. I might do some wardrobe changes.
Right. That's cool. I'll make sure I share it, once I get it. But yeah, continue to do that good work in San Antonio. Continue to make it move and groove.
We try. We try. I'm and then my scholars. That's the other thing. And so that kind of ties into what we said we were going to talk about today. And if you're watching, please follow the directions on the bottom so you can be a part of the conversation. This is interactive. We want you to talk to us and ask us questions. Even if it's uncomfortable, I guarantee you we'll answer it.
Right. And as we were taught, it's no such thing as a silly question. So anything that has to do with the HBCU culture, as it pertains to the who, what, why, when, how, and where, definitely feel free to reach out because that's what we're here for. And as a matter of fact, we can segue that into this beginning of the semester mode because again, that Prairie View, the students are going to be coming in this week. So, they've gotten a little bit more of a heightened sense of security, not as far as illegal activity, but because of the Omicron posturing. So they're making sure everybody's coming back and ready to roll. We are in full session, so it's not like we're going totally remote. Everything is still as it should be, but just want to make sure we put that news and that word out there for those students that are returning. Make sure you do what you need to do for your own safety. Okay, we're not through this yet, and there's still developments that we are unaware of that's coming up. So just make sure you take care of you and do what is necessary. And I wish you all the luck and congratulations to our graduating seniors. I'm excited and proud of you. I'll be one of you graduating this spring myself, Mo, getting that sports administration degree from Delaware State University, trying to get some of these initiatives going for our HBCUs so we can tap even harder and stronger following Coach Prime's footsteps in this NCAA realm for our HBCU family institutions.
That's awesome. I know I'm
Yeah.
backstage doing like some.
Right. Look, doing the TikToks and all of that in the background.
No. I actually was making sure I was sharing it and doing the right things because, people actually do watch. And please like, share, comment. This is totally interactive. If you have a question, put it in the chat. We're talking about HBCU culture today. I think what was our word for today? I know you told us. Was it expectations?
Yep, expectations.
Okay. Look at that. That girl is bad. The word
Yes,
for
she
today.
is.
The word is expectations. And I don't know if you all can see this, but my cousin sent me this shirt. I know I probably should be standing up. She sent me this shirt. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear this today. So big shout out to my cousin. She has a business. I love me more. She also does nails, and I said I was gonna rep her today. So I hope she's watching. And if you want me to wear something of yours, hey, go to my website, get the address, send it to me. I'll put it on as long as it's appropriate for our occasion. So, I mean,
that disclaimer.
yeah, don't send me nothing.
Lewd, what is the word? Lewd, lascivious, controversial, in bad taste. Yeah, all of those words.
I will not wear it.
Right. But yeah, that's the word for discussion, expectations. So again, as you heard my sister, feel free to chime in because we're going to start this spring semester off, continued with a successful fall. Of course, this is the spring, everything is growing back. It's a time to renew. Okay,
Yes,
so let's make sure we stay in that mind frame and expectations from the student aspect, the parents aspect, for those of you that are graduating, getting ready to enroll in the HBCU of choice. Of course, we advocate higher education for those of you that aspire to do so, more so specifically, and Monique will back me up on this, particularly HBCUs. But if you're going on to higher ed and it's a PWI, we congratulate you. We're proud of you. But our posturing is definitely supporting our HBCU family institution. So expectations, I need you guys to go into this. If you're a graduating senior in high school, you're not quite there yet. Continue to persevere. Continue with a high level of resiliency. Let's get those tests done. And when I say that, I mean to the aspect for the HBCU family institutions that are still accepting scholarships. When it comes to particular schools, I want to make sure all the family members here know, check your school's websites. I've gotten numerous emails in regards to Prairie View as far as scholarships. Remember, in our previous shows, it's important that you guys check the website of your prospective schools and see when the scholarship deadlines have been posted or are posting. You want to look for the keyword merit-based scholarships. For the scholarships for students that are trying to be eligible for Prairie View's merit-based scholarships, our deadline, kin folks, family members, loved ones, and cousins, was December 1st. Now, what does that mean? Yeah, what does that mean? Hey, what's going on, bro? My brother. What that means is that, and remember, this is not just for Prairie View, but for HBCUs particularly who have posted particular or proactively early dates. Check the dates, loved ones. Priority deadline, scholarship deadline is most oftentimes November, December of the fall year. So what does that mean? That means if you miss the deadlines, you haven't been excluded from scholarships in whole just for those schools who offer, pay attention, and I'm gonna say it 3 times like the educator that I am, those schools that offer specific times for their merit-based scholarships. Those schools that have a particular time for merit-based scholarships. Now, you're still eligible for traditional scholarships. Remember, the deadline for admissions traditionally across the board, March 1st. So that means if you still are trying to be eligible for scholarships, these are going to come from your institutional scholarships given by your university, as well as third-party scholarships, meaning the scholarships from organizations that are consumer-based or nonprofit-based. So you have your Divine Nine organizations that have scholarships. You have those consumers such as Nike, the big 3 automakers from the house where Monique and I are born and raised from. You have restaurants. So anything, keep this in your mindset, anything that we consume as consumers, those scholarships and organizational, whether they're social or political, still have scholarships available. So you want to check United Negro College Fund, okay? United Negro College Fund, Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. So all the organizations that you are more akin to hearing us talk about in previous shows, those are the portals you want to go directly to now. You want to go directly to them, set up your profile. If you need testing and scholastic help, of course, you know, ABCU, ABCUs, holler at my sister. But let's get on point of our expectations. Let's be realistic about what we're doing. If you're just now applying for HBCUs, I need you to check those deadlines, loved ones. Okay? Check those deadlines. Make sure you meet the minimum. Let's say it again. The minimum admissions requirements. You want to get your stuff in between January and February, because when is the deadline? March 1st. March 1st.
And that's I've been putting things on the bottom. I don't know which echo is going on.
Yeah, I can hear it too. Yeah, I can hear it too.
I'm like, what is that? On the bottom of the screen, I have been putting the different sites. Like right here is the UNCF. Thanks, Big Brother Anthony, always saving me. But that's the link, and we actually have kids that are in ABCU that have been applying for these scholarships, and it's really important to check the dates. I know we as a people got to get organized and get those dates in. Yeah. That's how we missed the ball. I know y'all like, goodness, this isn't our usual traditional show where we have like the fluffs and laughs. It's like, no, we got to set these expectations. It's a new year. We got to get above and before it. That's probably why I wore her shirt today, because it said, I love me more. You got to love yourself enough to put yourself out there to want better and want more. So
and to do better, exactly.
When you know better, you do better.
And I think one thing we definitely have to stress is stop waiting on other people to do it for you. Now, let's get into it.
Okay.
My students,
you have there? Yeah, he said means you have multiple tabs. I only have one tab. Do you got 2 tabs open on your computer?
Let me see. Let me get rid of the one from your actual invite that was sent. Did that help?
I think so. I don't hear it. No, I still hear it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I only have this just the StreamYard tab up, so we're good on my end.
Okay, I only have one tab. I don't know. I need a sound guy.
We'll work it through.
Anywho,
yeah. The next with the expectations. Let's delve deep into this, Mo. You and I have always talked about this. Students, ultimately, it is your responsibility to complete the applications.
all
Okay?
parts.
All parts. If you're waiting for your parents to do it, and I've been criticized by telling, students this at events, when they come up to the table and the parents are the ones going to be doing all the talking.
That needs to change.
you know,
I do thank my parents for always letting me have a voice. Might have got me in trouble a couple times, but I thank them. Like, we was always taught, stand up, speak up, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard for a kid to go to a college fair that's going to benefit you, but your mom is doing all the time.
Right.
So yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from with that.
And this is what's so disappointing when people reach out to me, which I don't mind. That's what I'm there for as the senior recruiter. This is what's so disappointing. Guess who's reaching out to me?
The parent.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
It's not the student. Some of this percentage is the student, but the majority are the parents. The parents are more eager and trying than the students are, which blows my mind. But I think back when I'm at the events and the parents are talking, let me show you what the students are doing while the parents are talking to me, asking for or on behalf of their student. I look at the student. That's what the student doing.
Looking in the bag.
Look, what am I holding up?
The phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a downfall.
Yeah, and then I wonder, okay, so which one of you are interested in attending school? Is it you or is it your student? Because your student is on their phone communicating through whichever social media platform, not tripping off anything. Yeah, not tripping on anything I'm talking about.
We got to do better.
We have to. We have to
do better. We have to do better for two reasons. Because a lot of these college fairs, especially in Texas, and I know people get mad when I say this, but the ones in Texas, they don't cater to our nation's HBCUs. Sorry, I put it out there. It might not be all Texas, but I can speak for San Antonio. They do not cater to our nation's HBCUs. And so our kids are missing out on wonderful opportunities because of that. And I'm not afraid to say that. I am in the trenches and I do see what goes on. So don't sit there and act as if you do, and you know who I'm talking about.
Right. I know, I've been there with you. We set up events and meetings, and we stood out on the porch like we did as kids, waiting to see if somebody coming up the street.
Right. And that's not cool. It's not cool at all. And I it's humorous to me. I think Anthony had put it out in Cleveland that the Cavaliers are doing some HBCU night. So I guess it must be the buzzword because San Antonio is doing it now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I done been here 4 years. This is the first time I see this. So, naturally, yeah, I'm going to support because it's going to support HBCUs, but I want to see.
Yeah.
So that was a whole nother issue. But back to expectations. Like, this year, I have had an influx. I don't know about you because I probably was calling and bugging you, but I have had an influx of adult learners that want to go back and get their masters at HBCUs. So what would be something that we need to tell them? Because I was like, you know what? Y'all about to open up a whole different branch at ABCU. We might just be ABC educational something.
Right.
Because the older student, my thing is I'm not leaving nobody behind when it comes to education. If you older, you want to do better, I'm going to help you get there. So what would you suggest? Because I had 5 in 1 week say, hey, do you got anything for master's programs? So I was sitting there thinking, let me go back in my Rolodex, see what I can do. And, I'm never caught slipping. So that might be the direction we're going to go. They graduating soon. They got to go somewhere. So what would you suggest for that?
First of all, congratulations for those, and you know what they're called, Monique. They're called non-traditional students. So,
Sorry.
first of all, for our non-traditional students, congratulations for making that next big leap. For those of you who attended an HBCU and graduated, and life happened, family happened, career happened, and you always aspired to come back home, but you just never had the time, welcome home. For those who might have stopped out even while you were attending an HBCU or PWI, but you want to come home to resume, welcome home. Now, this is what you do. Your course is really not too dissimilar from your students, your children, or anybody else looking to continue their education. At the graduate level, you still figure out what you want to go to school for. And that's one thing I think causes the confusion, Monique. They think it's an entirely different aspect. No, it's the same approach. What do you want to go to school for? And as you mentioned, if that's something we might need to get into, as your brother that has your back, and our organization's a partner, no, that's something we must get into immediately to help those in that demographic, because it's imperative. Again, one, because they want to come home to pursue their graduate degrees. And of course, we know they have 105 choices. So what you have to do first and foremost, and this is if I'm talking to a student that's an undergraduate, but this definitely pertains to our kin folks, Monique, that are traditional or non-traditional, so to speak, that are considering coming back home to pursue their graduate degree or their doctorate degree. Regardless, I got your back. We have your back. So it's the same thing. What do you want to pursue? Okay. If it's something that's career advancement, fine. If you're switching the whole dynamic and you want to jump into something else, that's fine. Let's talk about, and maybe we need to have this come up in the next week or two, Mo, as the next show. Let's rap about it. Let's help them with their game plan on, you want to go and pursue your graduate degree in blank. What?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I know I'm flipping back and forth because people are texting, because sometimes they don't like to be on the screen, but they'll sit there and text me something. I'm like, let me take myself out. But I have had, I want to say last week I had 5 calls along. Do you help older students? Do you help traditional students? I'm researching, but I would probably be picking your brain heavily, because if they at that point, that is so, it's not where you start, it's how you finish.
Right.
And so literally love to see our non-traditional students come back, finish, and move on with life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I'm definitely, that's, I guess you would say that's an expectation.
Right.
You want to here, you want to get your mindset going, research, do what you need to do, pick the school and keep it moving.
Right. The same thing you did with your student, you do with yourself. Again, expectations. Because the same questions that when the family sees me at these events that I ask my niece and my nephew, my brother, sis, I'm going to ask you the same thing. What do you want to do? What do you want to get your degree in? How is that degree going to help you get to the next level? 2022, this is the year of leveling up, straight up. This is the year of leveling up. It's no shame in your game. If you feel that you are reaching that ceiling at your current spot, your current position, hey, let's do that. Let's do that. But again, the same applicable measures when I'm speaking to my nieces and my nephews, your children, applies to you at the graduate or the doctoral level. What are you going to get your degree in? How is that going to help you get to that next level? Have you thought about the steps? Okay. Have you set aside enough time in your schedule? Because let's be honest, that's what has caused a delay in you continuing forward anyway. And this is no judgment zone. That's one of the beautiful things about the HBCU culture. But as the professional in that realm, in recruitment, marketing, enrollment, and admissions, I have to make sure I make it clear, because it's not that hard. Trust and believe, loved ones, it's not that hard. Figure out what you want to do, why you want to go, how it's going to help you. Those 3. What do you want to do? How you going to go? What's going to help you? Same research when you call me, Hayward, does Prairie View have criminal justice? Yes, we do. But your question is, okay, do they have criminal justice at the graduate level? What does that look like? Same thing. I'm going to check out the site, see what we have. check out, and that's one of our projects, our secret projects mode that we're working on, being able to get that information quickly.
Yes.
Quickly, so that we can help you, because the graduate deadline comes quicker than the traditional deadline. So let's wrap about it. I think me, you, and our other brother, Anthony, we need to all get on maybe in a week or two just for our non-traditional kinfolk, so we can get them prepared. So
because
that,
they're asking, and I will tell you, out of 7 days this week, 5 of them have been dealing with those non-traditional. Like, how can I get in school? What can I do? And when I don't know something, I will gladly admit I don't know, but I'll do the research to figure it out, because I don't want them to lose that momentum.
Right.
And I don't know when you graduated, but that was like, we had I think we had a mother and son graduate together at Wilberforce. And
that's what's up.
I think I cried harder than them, because I know I'm a tough shell, but when you see that success and it's your own, that's amazing. You don't know what somebody had to go to. I know if you graduate from an HBCU, it's definitely blood, sweat, and tears. Sorry.
Trust me, we got strong skin. We got thick skin. You know that. First and foremost.
Yes. So I know today, if you just tuned in, we're talking about setting expectations for yourself in 2022. This year I have, I got a sidekick. No, I'm just, I got a co-host this season. I'm not talking to myself or talking to guests by myself as they come in. But today we was like, you know what? We just want people to ask questions, and we're going to answer them for you. Even if you catch us on the replay and ask questions, we'll probably follow back next Sunday and answer them for you. But that's real. Like, to me, is no adult or no scholar left behind. I know.
We got to get that one, Mo. That's our hashtag. No scholars left behind. That's our hashtag. I like that. That's what's up. We're
trying to get everybody. So when I have an adult reach out to me and say, hey, I'm a little embarrassed, I'm a little old, but I want to go back to school. Don't be embarrassed. Be proud. Never be embarrassed about educating yourself. Trust me.
Because what were we talking about? You're never too old to learn to go back. Because in this thing we call life, there's always things changing that we have to learn. I mean, look, technological changes, social changes. Hell, just for us on the political realm, hey, stuff is changing. We have to be in the know. And I think you mentioned the key word. They were embarrassed. Look, when it comes to learning, advancement, we got to let that pride go. And so when you mentioned the mother and the son graduating together, I remember seeing those clippings in our HBCU news formats. And like you say, it makes you feel good, but that's one thing that as a culture, we have a problem with. Pride.
That's true. Pride
that's what holds us up, and then you let your son or your daughter influence you. You want to go to school? Hey, let them deal with their hang-ups. If this is something that you want to do, and most often, let's get real. Let me get a little close to the camera. You set that aside for your son and daughter to just ooze you for wanting to go back to school. You the reason that I had to set it aside, player, young player. You the reason why I'm just not trying to come back, young player. So okay, well, you keep that when you pass me on the courtyard. Don't be trying to ask me for an extra couple of dollars so you can go to the caf with your people. Because no, that's what I got my ID for. So, that part. But kudos.
I'm with you on a future show. That would be something that we can probably touch on, is the master programs that exist at the various HBCUs. Because I know that right there will help somebody, because I've gotten so many calls. Well, where can I go get my master's? Where can I go start up? I haven't been in school in about 10 years. Am I still available to get? I'm like, yeah. I mean, don't sell yourself short.
Right. It's just a matter of, again,
don't sell it all.
Again, what stops us as a people
Hey, Miss
is
Smart.
the failure to launch. Okay,
True.
let me repeat that. What stops us as a people to ascend to the next level is a failure to launch.
So would you say it's a failure to launch because of fear, or a failure to launch because, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I've been dealing with students a long time, since 2000.
Right.
And sometimes our worst fear are the parents that don't want the kids to do better than them.
Ooh, you want to go there, sis?
Well, I mean, you started, man. You know, I'm
Okay,
gonna talk to
here
this.
we
This is
go.
my subject.
First point. What was the first point again? What was our first point? What was the first
Expectations.
point? Huh?
We're talking about expectations.
Expectation. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Do me a favor, Mo, right quick. Let's pull up the word self-esteem. Here we go. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. Here we go. Self.
You got me doing vocabulary.
But see, it's critical. Look, this is the educator in both of us, right?
Okay.
Because
Self-esteem. I'm pulling
we
it up.
have to learn how to get past the barriers that who creates us, right?
We create those ourselves.
We create the barrier. Okay, here we go. I got it, Mo. Here we go. Self-esteem is an individual's subjective evaluation of their own self-worth. All right?
Got it.
Self-esteem encompasses beliefs or taboos. We're going to touch on that because Black folks got a gang of taboos.
Facts.
Beliefs about oneself. Whose self, Mo? Oneself. What's that favorite song we all like by one of the best hip-hop groups ever? De La Soul. What was that song what's that song we still groove to? Me, myself, and I. You dig what I'm saying? All right. Beliefs about
my favorite song.
Right, mine too. One of my favorite. One of my top 10. Okay, here we go. We were distressed. Beliefs about oneself, as well as, here we go, emotional states such as triumph, despair, pride, and here's the one you mentioned, shame.
Because we don't want to be embarrassed.
We don't want to be embarrassed.
2, we just feel like everybody's watching.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I guess I just had that like my school mentality before I really started valuing education was just nonchalant. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm just going to do bare minimum to pass and get by. But when I got to college and I seen, change the atmosphere, and my expectations were different because all my friends in college were smart. Right. They didn't make the right decisions, but they were smart. Like, I'm like, I got to fake it to make it.
Yeah.
They do this and they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get that part. But as you and I both know, one of the things that cripples us, we hate to be embarrassed. We hate for somebody to know. We don't want them to know that we really don't know what we're doing. We just gonna act like we can.
Mm-hmm.
And that, in the long run, hurts us.
Yeah, and what is that? That is a traditional oppressive mind state. Because we're so worried about, as you said, what other people think. Parents are worried about when they want to go back to school, what their children think. What are you worried about what your children think for? Self-improvement, self-esteem, right?
We have to do better. So I think that's something that even if we just prepared a workshop amongst us, because we have to get past that as a people. Like, we have to. I don't care if I was 99 years old and I felt like I needed to go back to school to educate myself. That's what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
Anthony is saying hey to Vanessa.
Hey, Miss Vanessa, our family member. Yes.
Yes. She is going to be doing a financial literacy, financial aid workshop. I can't wait till she get it together because she is a boss and she knows what she's talking about.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But,
yes, indeed.
I hope I do it right. I did it right last week. But you like, goodness, she got to take herself out.
Do you think? Do you think?
I am going to. There you go. I got it pulled up. We're going to go to a short commercial break. I need to get me some water. my brother probably got to digest because we've been talking about these expectations. One of the expectations is coming up in the next commercial break. Where we talked about completing these college applications.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's get it.
So soon as the commercial, will come back and we'll give you some tips on completing applications. Yes, it's not our usual, laugh joke show because today we gotta set these expectations. It's 2022. So after the commercial, we will continue.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
All right. See, we did it. We did good. Now, I know most people probably watch this like she laughs at everything. I do. Life too short. I'm always gonna get a smile, and I'm always gonna laugh.
But that's the energy we supposed to have. So don't apologize, Mo. Don't apologize.
Awesome. So, as you've seen in the commercial that we had, is imperative. Nowhere else will you get I think it's 60, might be more, 65 applications go directly to the school. The kids in our program, we usually support it. If they tell us that that's the direction that they want to go, is fill out that application. We usually give them a link, or I'll buy it and then send them a link, or we'll reimburse them the $20. Bottom line is, we want you to come home to a school that's going to nurture and love and take care of you. That's the ticket to get there. So filling out applications. I don't know how you feel about this, but I really believe we need to do like a one-on-one session where people know how to fill out applications. People know how to get a business, or not business, but a professional email. You shouldn't have pookie@gmail.com and you trying to get some. I mean, I love our people, but come on now.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. We tell students that all the time. You're trying to get to the next level of success. And even for our nieces and nephews who are going into the military or going straight into whatever prospective field, entrepreneurship, you need a professional email address, because that's one of the first things that an outside organization is looking at that represents you.
Exactly.
You can't have an email address applying for me, talking about I got them big things, killer dilla.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Right, Mama Smart. But even this, a lot of students don't know. Your social media accounts is, even if you got it private, they still can dig up stuff.
Ooh, can I touch on that, Mo? Can I touch on that? I'm glad you brought this up. Listen, nieces and nephews, don't think we at the institutions of higher learning that you want to attend, don't think we're not checking that. Don't think we're not checking it. We don't need, you to be Dr. Jekyll, Mr. and Mrs. Hyde. You come to me as astute, scholarly, interested, and then you wonder why you're getting some bad press, because it happens at all HBCUs. Unfortunately, it happened with us. You get to the university, next thing you know, we hear across the grapevine, we had a bunch of our nieces in a room. Now, this is at the collegiate level.
Oh, wow.
And y'all twerking, and you putting it, letting everybody know you at the university. You see the look that I gave him, Mo? Did you see the look? Look, here you go. Look, check it out again. Really?
Right.
Okay, you could have kept that out in them streets.
I will honestly say, I had a professor, actually, he was our music professor, and he gave us a lot of knowledge. He was really strict. He and I butt heads probably to my senior year because I never had anybody challenge me as far as music. But he used to always tell us a fool's face is like, no, monkey's face is like a fool something always seen in public spaces. And so I might be getting it wrong. You know, I'm not good.
We'll look it up. We're going to look it up. We're going to look it up.
But the bottom line is, if you always putting yourself out there, don't get mad at the results that you're getting back.
Exactly. Tell them again. Tell them again. Because despite what you think, once it reaches the cloud, yeah, that's what I'm saying, kinfolk. Once that reaches the cloud, it's not going anywhere.
No
this is what you have to think. Right. This is what you have to think, because it can't be deleted. Yeah, them things is thangin'. Well, you keep them things closed, covered, and concealed when you get to the HBCU level. Because this is what's going to happen. You graduate, hopefully, because that's what you told me you wanted to come. Right. That's what you're there for. That's what you told me, and you needed my help to get you there. You aspire to be the next vice president or the president. You know, we think big in our family. You know how we do in that ABC Youth Premier Heritage family. We think big. Right. You know, and you've seen the political arena. They're going to dig for dirt intentionally. Everything. So the last thing they need to see is your freshman year. Yeah, we know you excited. We know that you're ready to get it in, but we don't need you in your dorm room with all your university's t-shirts on, telling them where you at. And you doing stuff, you doing stuff less than what, you doing stuff less than what you, I had so many of my people call me. They was like, Ramon, is this what y'all got going on? And and you know I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yeah, I had nothing to do with that. Nieces in the room, yeah. You gotta let that, here we go. And this is, again, you know, we all family. Here you go. My nieces, if you're aspiring to get to that next level, you know, and I don't think I'm gonna be genderized. I'm gonna hit my nephews as well. My nieces, when you get to the level of higher education, notice what is it called? Higher education. You got to leave them street tactics, especially when it comes to your body, your persona. Leave that somewhere else. You're ascending, growth, progression, ascension. We don't need you thanging. We don't need you shaking. We don't need to know that your favorite song is by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. You ain't whopping nothing. That should be the furthest thing from your mind. But guess what's shown on social media? The first thing. And when something happens to you, they're not going to sympathize or empathize with you. The first thing you're going to see the news display is you up there twerking with your too high cut on pants. My nephews, same thing is applicable to you. At what day are you going to realize, since you're now at the collegiate level, sagging is inappropriate? And we'll get into that, the true meaning, the true origin of sagging.
There you go.
in another broadcast. And for those of you that are thinking, well, yeah, the original origins came about from the brothers being institutionalized, you didn't read the right book. That was the next coming. The first, right. You know, I'm going to tell this historical aspect. Sagging first came about through buck breaking. Sagging first came about through buck breaking. Now, that's your history lesson. Find out what buck breaking is, and we gonna rap about it. You dig what I'm saying? See, because when it comes to this HBCU culture, yeah, I'm becoming a historian. When it comes to Black culture, because I am a proud product. Me and my sister and everybody associated with us, we're proud products of our HBCU culture, but we are aware of our culture. You don't know where you're going, right? You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from.
Facts. That's all day facts.
And when you think of tagging, think of buck breaking, and we're gonna move forward with that, Mo. Let me know when we get some more hits on that one. That's a whole nother class we gonna teach.
That's a whole nother lesson, and I can't wait till February because that's when I'm just gonna wild out with Black History. I really want to talk about, not today, but in the future, we're gonna hit that critical race theory.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna hit that. I might make a couple enemies that day, but they'll be all right. They'll be my friend after that broadcast.
Hey, what did Jack Nicholson tell Tom Cruise? You can't handle.
Yeah, because I don't have it with me right now. I probably should go run and get it. I might go to another commercial. I don't know if this commercial is even valid, but Anthony might be mad at me if it's not. But hope so. So after this commercial, I do have to give a special thank you. Like, this whole thing made my life, and I hope that I'll be able to run back because we got about 10 minutes left.
Okay. And
this was a good discussion. I'm glad we had it. But next week we back to fun and games because I don't like to be serious all the time. It's kind of
well, we gotta let them know our versatility, Mo. We gotta let them know.
Yeah, we gotta let them know that we actually smart. We just play a lot.
Yeah, that's all. But look, when you can get to our level, you do that. You do that.
Facts. So after this commercial, I am going to give a special shout out. This thing made my whole day. So I hope I got enough time.
For more than 75 years, UNCF, the United Negro College Fund, has worked to combat deep-rooted obstacles to higher educational access, achievement, and career success, annually providing financial and educational support to our 37-member historically Black colleges and universities, and more than 60,000 students attending over 1,100 institutions across the United States. Your support as a workplace campaign donor is critical to our efforts. Employee donations like yours are the second largest source of unrestricted dollars for our students, allowing us to provide funds for tuition, room and board, books, and unexpected emergencies like the current COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, UNCF.
Thank you, UNCF.
Thank you so much to UNCF for all of the opportunities that you guys have brought into my life.
I'm now able to apply knowledge to innovation, economics, and entrepreneurship.
I'm so happy that I went to an HBCU and got connected with you all because it really has progressed me as a person.
So, whether you decide to help by giving once or often, know that your support truly makes a difference. Talented, deserving students come from all walks of life. One of life's great equalizers is that at some point, we all need help. And given what we're all facing right now, one of these promising students may just be the next doctor, nurse, teacher, or technologist who changes your life tomorrow. Please give what you can. UNCF, our HBCUs, and our students appreciate you and your donation, no matter how big or small. Thanks, and always remember that a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Awesome. See, it worked again.
There it is.
Enough time to take care of what I need to take care of. So I don't have a promo video for them, but just in case somebody is watching that can drop a link and can do whatever. This thing right here, when I tell you this came in the mail, you'd have thought I hit the jackpot. Because, you know, I love Black history. That's like my passion in life.
Right. As it should be for all of us. As it should be.
Passion. Only reason why I'm not doing it because I know I'll be fired because I'll be the main one trying to compare Marcus Garvey and all that and doing everything under the sun we're not supposed to do with this critical race thing, especially with the laws in Texas. So I said, mum's the word, won't be teaching history in school. But hey, this right here, oh my God, brother, you got to get one. Look at this. Can you see it? Let me back up.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Oh my God, exclusively HBCU did their thing with this. When I say they did their thing, oh my God. From the time I got the box, I let it sit there for a minute because I was like, I don't know if this is really in here or not. But I opened the box. I don't know if you can see it.
Nice, nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I said, I don't even want to touch it.
Right.
So it comes with it. This here,
The beret.
oh my God. I'm not even trying to wear it until I have the whole ensemble together. So
Okay, look, you know us being Motown children. Here we go. Is the pick in there with the fist on it, Mo? Did they give you a pick with the fist?
Look at it. Look at it. Can you see?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let me back it up. I'm like, I don't even want to touch the outfit. Like literally. This right here. I was tempted to wear the shirt, but I said, I'm not touching this outfit. Look at it.
Nice. That's nice.
Oh my, I mean, I was so excited. I think I might have emailed somebody. I was like, y'all done did this. But I always wanted this right here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I always
Nice.
wanted a Wilberforce cardigan. Now you know it's in the box. Like I haven't taken it out the box because I want my name on it. So I want nobody to steal my sweater if I go somewhere.
Mhm.
But I'd like to give a shout out to exclusively HBCU because I was feeling down that day. And baby, when this thing came in, I said, I hit the jackpot. I think I even called Anthony and said, Anthony, I hit the jackpot.
That's what's up.
I mean,
up.
with me, some people had that negative vibe about Black Panthers. That's because they don't know the true story.
They don't know the story.
Actually was helping the community.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's amazing you say that because that's where welfare came from, that the government took once they disbanded them. That's where WIC, Women and Independent Children, came from. So, yeah, again, we can go deep into history, but that's other episodes, that's other broadcasts.
Right. You gotta know. That's that part that you gotta know where you came from to know where you go.
Right. It ain't where you're from, it's where you at.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have truly enjoyed this hour. We done implemented commercials. See, we knew for 22. We got commercials
for the 22. Oh, we need to recommend a book, Mo. We need to recommend a book for everybody. Can I do the first recommendation?
You can do the first recommendation. That'd probably be neat to have a book club to discuss with folks.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get the book. This is the quintessential book needed for our culture.
Got it.
And it's paying homage to one of our fathers in the movement.
Okay.
And you know what I'm talking about. Let me get up because my part of my library is right here. All right, here we go, Mo. You and I talked about this the other day.
Okay.
The first book for reading for the new year, for the family, for our students, and for our non-traditional students. We're welcoming you into the HBCU culture. All right, here we go.
I'm looking. Oh, wow. Is that on Amazon?
Well, Powernomics it's on Amazon. Is that your, you have to go to Dr. Claude Anderson's organization, but definitely Powernomics might be the easiest way to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely look up Dr. Claude Anderson, go to his site so that he gets the revenue from it. This should be, we want to talk about critical race theory, Mo. This here should be required reading.
I'm gonna have to buy that.
Because we're always complaining about politics. We're always complaining about gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Bible.
I have to look into that.
So this is the first recommendation for reading.
Mm-hmm.
Power.
Okay. Well, that's something that's a good note to end on. We went a little over, but I guess our discussions, they just go that way. So please.
We're not constrained to time. We don't time. What? We educate.
Right.
We have
never a time limit to education. But tomorrow, I wish Mr. Brown, I don't know if he's still watching or he's flipping in and out, but please make sure that you tune in tomorrow for the Dr. Martin Luther King program that is going to be tomorrow. Also, it's a chance for you to support UNCF So
Right.
please, please, please tune in. There will be some wonderful guests on there, a wonderful program. I'll put the link up, but it's actually going to live stream. I believe it's live streaming on ABC Youth as well. So please tune in and watch. If one of us is winning, we all winning.
Exactly.
Really, really want to thank everybody. I'm sorry, some in my eye. Thank everybody. Like, share, comment. Even if you watch it on the replay, it's some very good information that we discuss. I don't know our topic for next. Oh, yes, I do. Our topic next week is "We Deserve a Seat at the Table." We are going to have some of our youth on next week, and I always get excited when our youth are on. So next week we're going to have our youth. They're going to talk about issues that bother them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, don't forget that the Selfie Museum pop-up shop, in collaboration with A Chicago Bite, A Party Guru, and A Better Chance for You Futures Incorporated, will take place next Saturday. I'm extremely excited, so don't be surprised if you see 1,000 pictures of me and my friends, because we're going to go through their posts for every day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we have this week. So don't forget, tomorrow, watch the UNCF Martin Luther King and Donate program, and come to the pop-up shop on Saturday. Come and be inspired on Sunday, listening to our youth express issues that bother them.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have. So thank you for watching. Thank you to my new co-host, Mr. Hayward St. Clair.
Thank you for having me on. Let's get it. It's time to educate them.
Oh Lord, see, there you go. You cut up. So it has been wonderful doing Let's Talk About It. I'm sorry we didn't joke too much, because we usually cut up on here, but today we had to set the tone. Next week we'll be back to normal. So see y'all. Signing off. I'm Miss Mo. And
Take care.
take care.